Well, hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Hospital Premier League Season 10, match number 17, powered by KAMADENU States, co-sponsored by Quid. Well, I have both the team captains with me from Lifespan Lions and Smashers. It's Dr. Shashidhar from Lifespan Lions and Dr. Sada for Smash 11. Now the Lifespan Lions captain, Dr. Shashidhar, is going to spin the coin now for the toss. Heads with the call for Smashes straight away. Heads it is.
We want to bat first.
Any particular reason?
Till now we didn't bat first time in series. We want to try our batting lineup and strength.
Particular changes in your team so far?
4 players in.
No problem. Bit tricky question if I'm not wrong. Well, all the best for your match.
No, absolutely batting with the first. We were actually planning to bat first because we are short on players. So last minute dropouts. So we are forced to play with lesser numbers. So we would have liked to bat first. But never mind, we have to do what we are asked to do. So,
Changes so far in your team?
so many unforced changes. 4 players out and I don't know how many are in. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, that's it for the toss. Now it's Smash 11's won toss and they have decided to bat first. We'll be right back with the match. Thank you.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Hospital Premier League Season 10, match number 17, Lifespan Lions and Smash 11. For the match number 17, it's Smash 11 who have won toss. They have decided to bat first. Both the openers, Sai Mahesh and Nitin Reddy, to face Pawan Kumar at the very first over by Lifespan Lions. Starts with a single at the very first ball by Nitin. First runs on the board. That was a very lovely over from Pawan to start the things off. Just given only a single there, 1 run. We are in the second over. It's Sai Mahesh and Nitin Reddy so far. Sai Mahesh hasn't opened his account, but nevertheless they have almost 19 overs from now on. Let's wait what Sai Mahesh can make for his team. Rohit coming from over the wicket for Nitin Reddy coming from the pavilion end. As we can see, he starts with the dot ball. And raised by umpire, which means byes. Sai Mahesh has played 6 deliveries, was on 0 for so long time since the ball 1. As we can see, they've got extra 5 runs because of the penalty with the jersey issues, as we can see by the fielding team of Lifespan Lions. Left all alone into the keeper hands, as I need to mention, the keeper standing right front of the stumps to negotiate the batter to come down the ground and hit the balls for boundaries or might be a maximums. Intelligent cricket straight away from lifespan Lions. Up in the air, couple of bounces, a wide long off in place there, gets only a single, which brings Sai Mahesh once again onto the strike. Well, a dot ball to finish the over. It's 11 with no loss after 2 overs. Lifespan Lions in the bowling side. Smash 11 has scored 11 with no loss after 2 overs. Pawan Kumara to continue his second over of the match to face Sai Manish. Just open with that single early on in the second over. In fact, it's Sai Mahesh. Appeal straight away from the keeper. That is the batter on his way back to the pavilion. Good glove work, as we can say. First wicket falls of a smash 11. It's Sai Mahesh who has to walk back in the power play itself. First breakthrough for Pawan. So does first wicket falls. It's 12 with the loss of 1. We are in 4th over. We are in 3rd over, in fact. First wicket falls of Sai Mahesh has scored just a single, has faced 10 deliveries. As we can see, keeper standing right behind the stumps. Feather edge or might be inner edge on occurred there, and beautiful kept there, as we can see, straight into the hands of keeper. Beautiful catch, as we can see there, tries to go over the fence, but nevertheless keeper was brilliant. First wicket for smasher 11. Last man picked the man. Sai Mahesh has to walk back there, and that brings a new batter, the number 3 batter. Number 3 batter Kishore into the attack to join Nitin Reddy. The very first ball, he goes over the fence, up in the air for so long time. Cover point fielder puts it down. In fact, that was his captain of Lifespan Lions, puts it down. Life for Kishore Reddy, as we can see there. Nitin Reddy into the attack to face Pawan Kumar for the last couple of balls of the third over. Driven beautifully, a single hand pick from the captain. Nevertheless, a batter is in his popping crease before the ball comes into the hands of keeper. With that single, 14 runs on the board with the loss of 1 wicket after 3 overs. Smash 11. Rohit to continue his second over. Half-hearted appeal, but nevertheless missing the stumps. Might be an inside edge knocker there. Nitin Reddy to face the fourth over. And so does Rohit's second over. Powerful shot down the ground. Non-striker need to duck. If not, he gets hit by the batter. A powerful shot by Nitin Reddy right from the middle of the bat, which brings Kishore Reddy onto the strike. An aggressive intent, as we have seen at the very first ball which he has faced in this innings. Up in the air, first boundary comes for Kishore, and so does his team. Smash 11. That was a beautiful shot, straight played over the bowler's head. As we can see, that was right on the slot for Kishore. Just back and across trigger from him. With that power of mighty power, one bounce that goes into the fence. He has a clear intention in his mind right from the ball one. He's trying to execute those big runs. Outside edge, which leads for a couple of runs. In fact, they have ran 3 runs. Beautiful running between the wickets by Nitin, and so does Kishore Reddy. Well, a dot ball to finish the over. It's 25 with the loss of 1 after 4 overs for Smasher 11. Once again it was Pawan to continue again. Has picked a wicket early on in his second over. He's bowling his third over so far right in the power play itself. Pushing their bowlers in the crucial power play by Shashidhar, captain of Lifespan Lions. Starts with a single followed by a wide there. Kishore Reddy at the striking end. Gets his man once again. Yumis eye hit. Hitting the top of off is what he does. Job done for this man. Pawan picks his second wicket of the match right in his third over. Now it's Kishore Reddy, the aggressive batter. His aggressive intent comes to an end. Pawan strikes early on. A second wicket for him. As we can see, that was a beautiful ball. Beaten there completely by Kishore Reddy. A long disappointing walk to the pavilion. With that beautiful boundary, he scored 8 under his name. As we can see in the replay, in swinging delivery, tries to go over the fence, over the wide long on. Nevertheless, the stump goes for a walk straight into the hands of keeper, as we have seen there, off stump for a dance. Misjudged completely there. Was right. Beautiful execution by the plan of Shashidhar, the captain of Lifespan Lions, executed by Pawan. Gets his second wicket right in the power play. It's 27 with the loss of 2. We are in 5th over in the power play, which brings their number 4 batter. Early on, this was an early presence on the wicket for this man to join Nitin Reddy there. Number 4 batter Danny into the crease to join his partner Nitin Reddy. Opener of a Smash 11 right from the ball 1. Starts with a single. Slightly slow one tap and single is what Danny does at the very first ball to get himself off the mark. Beautiful cover drive, driven comfortably, handsomely, and that goes to the fence. No mistake from Nitin, as we can see there. That was a beautiful shot. Execution at its best. Right at the offside off stump delivery, opened the face of the bat beautifully and dispatched it comfortably by Nitin. Aerial, he goes once again, catches the call over the fielders of point and backward point. So far, that goes to the fence, to the co-sponsors, Credit Bus fence. Second boundary, back-to-back boundaries for Nitin. He's under pressure straight away. Pawan there. cuts it comfortably by Nitin. Protection there, as we can see at the deep extra cover, and that goes for a single. In fact, they've ran couple, and so two runs of the last ball to finish 5 overs. It's 43 with the loss of 2. Well, just an over to finish the power play for Smash 11s, and so far so good. Lifespan Lions have succeeded in the power play so far. Just an over to finish, and that brings Rohit to continue again for his 3rd over. Well, these two bowlers were the go-to bowlers. They're main bowlers for Lifespan Lions, of bowling in a comfortable and beautiful way. In the power play, this man has given just 15 runs in 2 overs for his 3rd over, and for the last over of the power play to be bowled by Rohit to Danny there, and so does Nitin. Last over of the power play. That's beautifully powerful shot there down the ground. 2 is the call. They get comfortably without hesitation. Good backup, nice intent for top guns for Lifespan Lions. Umpire reviewed it straight away to the 3rd umpire. Review for the stumping, as we have seen there. Quick glove work by the keeper. Let's wait for the review for the decision by the 3rd umpire. Apesh over wide, long off. That goes to the fence, right into the dugout. First maximum for this man, Danny, and so does Smasher 11s. Beautiful pick that was right on the slot. The new ball dispatched it over wide, long off. He be the spectator there. Shashidhar, captain of Lifespan Lions. Powerful shot, power pack shot right at the 4th ball. He has faced Danny. Just a tap and run is what he thought by Rohit's last over of the power play. And nevertheless, a dot ball pulled his length slightly, which gets a dot ball. After that maximum, a beautiful 6 there on and offside by Danny. A couple of balls to finish the power play. Up in the air, catches the call. Man under it, puts it down. Nevertheless, that was a pretty difficult catch to pick. But he gets a life early on. Danny gets his life. Let's wait. Was a catch drop or a match drop? Wide down the leg. Slowly the ball goes into the fence. 5 wides at a time for Rohit. Will Smash 11 get 5 runs without any issue there. That ball races to the boundary pretty slowly, but nevertheless they get the boundary. 5 wides and a time. Just given the ball some direction there. Beautiful diving effort as we can see to save those couple of runs for his team. Get succeed there. Well, 2 runs at the last ball finish the power play, and it's 59 with the loss of 2 after 6 overs. Now the power play is done and dusted for the Smashers, and so does the Lifespan Lions. Both the teams have used the power play pretty decent. Smash 11 has scored 59 within 6 overs, and Lifespan Lions have picked a couple of wickets in the power play itself. Courtesy goes to Pawan. Has picked 2 big wickets in the power play itself. And that brings Uday Kanta straight away for some spin right after the power play. Well, time for spin there as the field goes spread out, and this man Danny picks the boundary with an ease there. Welcome back to the bowling, says Danny with his bat. First ball boundary for him. Uday Kant, he makes no mistake there, but nevertheless credit goes to the batter Danny. First ball boundary for Uday Kant, so does in his very first over, followed by a dot there. In fact, they've ran a beautiful run there. Sloppy fielding there as we can see, but beautiful running between the wickets by Danny and Nitin Reddy, so does, putting their sweat and blood. Up in the air to the wide long on, couple of bouncers into the hands of wide long on fielder. Well, 8 runs are coming off that over. It's 68 with the loss of 2 after 7 overs. Pawan Kulkarni comes straight away into the action. Creating some angle, coming diagonal right at the first ball. First over for him. Pawan Kulkarni, and need to be mentioned, has picked 4 big wickets at the last match for Lifespan Lions. Picked the match single-handedly. Starts with a wide down the leg. Pretty decent start if I'm not wrong. And this man is trying something new. 3 wickets comes at the very second over for him in the last match of Pawan Kulkarni. Up in the air by Danny. Couple of bounces there. Miscommunication, and which leads for a boundary. First boundary for Pawan Kulkarni. Danny picks his man there. That was a lovely shot, as we can see. Beautiful placed. Timing and execution. Driven down the ground by Nitin. A powerful shot that goes to the boundary. First ball wide. Started by Pawan Kulkarni. Ended up a boundary at the last ball of his very first over. Well, it's 80 with the loss of 2 wickets after 8 overs. A Lifespan Lions have bowled 8 overs and given 80 runs for smash 11 batters. Nitin Reddy, and so does Danny. Uday Kant to continue his second over. The ninth over from the pavilion end for Smash 11s. Scored 85 with the loss of 2 wickets so far. Danny on strike to face Uday Kant. 2 dot balls in a row for this man. As we can see, Smash 11s are targeting a big score to put on the table. 85 so far is what they've scored in the 8 overs. 3 dot balls in a row. One bounce into the fence. Thank you so much, says Danny to Uday Kant. As we have seen a powerful shot. Enough of defense. Now I'll hit is what the reply by Danny with the bat. A flick of the wrist, as we have seen there. Aerial he goes. Just a bounce, and that goes to the fence. Catches the call. No man there, and he be the spectator there. That goes over the fence. Well, in fact, that was his second maximum of his innings so far. Beautifully picked there. Execution and timing was absolute lovely, as we can see there. Slightly short onto the patch. Dispatched it over deep mid wicket. That goes away, far away from the Vijayanand cricket ground. Was a beautiful shot. We can see there that goes over the fence, over the wall of Vijayanand cricket ground. Hand raised by umpire. 6 maximum for him. Well, with that tremendous huge 6 by Danny, which brings an end of the over. It's a 95 with the loss of 2 after 9 overs. Pawan Kulkarni once again to continue his second over and the last over from the pavilion end of Credit Bus. Picked on a low full toss way by Nitin Reddy. Gets off the mark with the very first ball. He goes to the non-strikers end, and to be another spectator while this man is on song. Well, Danny once again in the strike. Clean hitter so far. Right from the ball one, as we've seen there. Couple of maximums. Couple of boundaries under his name. Middling it each and every ball. Apish through the covers. Beautifully played there by Nitin Reddy. Joins the party with Danny. As we can see there, slightly short and slower in the air from Pawan Kulkarni. Nevertheless, that was right on the back foot. No chance for the fielders to stop the ball. That goes to the fence. Nitin Reddy says, thank you so much, mate. Well, this guy moves to 32. So far, both the batters are in 32. Steps out this time in the air. Couple of bounces into the wide long on fielder's hand for a single. and with that boundary, they have reached 100 on the table. 102 is what they have scored so far. We are in 10th over, the last over from Credit Buzz end. Well, Danny, powerful shot down the ground, slight step out, hint of step out there. Protection there at a wide mid wicket. Just a single there, which brings once again Nitin Reddy onto the strike to face the last ball from Credit Buzz end by Pawan Kulkarni. Just a push there, gets a single comfortably, and with that single, 10 overs is done and dusted there. It's 104 with the loss of 2. After 10 overs, half of the innings is done. Time for drinks. Well, hello and welcome back after the short break. For the last 10 overs, it's Kiran Verma bowling straight away his first over from the KAMADENU estate end to face Nitin Reddy and Danny of Smasher 11 batters. Both the batters have put on a good score. A lovely partnership as we can see in between both the batters. Quick running between the wickets and using those deliveries to dispatch it over the boundaries, which led them for 100 and score. 104 is what they've scored so far with that partnership. They are in a comprehensive way. Starts with a wide by Kiran Verma. Right on the patch. And slowly that goes to the fence. Nitin Reddy proving his ability there, as we can see. Right on the pads, anything on the pads, he dispatched it to the boundary. Nice flick of the wrist over square leg. Square leg fielder right in the 30th circle, gives it up right after he misses the ball. Once again, soft hands played with the soft hands. Good call early on by Danny, gets a single. As I've mentioned, running between the wickets were top notch right from the ball one. From the batters of Smash 11, Nitin Reddy, and so does Danny. Boundary followed by a single is what good cricket and a good partnership is meant for. Up in the air, catches the call. The man with the jersey number 3 at point, Pawan, makes no mistake. Well, partnership broken. Partnership broken by Kiran Verma. He strikes at the very first over. It's Nitin Reddy who has to walk back after scoring a beautiful 40 under his name. 40 or so. Lovely ball there. Outside edge. He tries to go over the long on and a vacant cow corner area, but nevertheless, outside edge, which goes straight into the hands of the point fielder Pawan with jersey number 3 early on. Well, that brings a new batter to the strike to join Danny there. It's John. And you can see the replay there. Tries to go over the cow corner region, slightly slower, and outside off stump delivery hasn't picked it pretty well, and he need to pay his bill there. John once again a teasing delivery to start by Kiran. A lovely stop by the man at deep fine leg, ran all over to the deep third man region to stop that single. That boundary in fact, and couple of runs plus 2 is what I need to give for him. Well, after 11 overs it's 115 with a loss of 3. In comes Uday Kant for his third over. Up and over, a beautiful shot, a pretty difficult shot in the game of cricket, as displayed with an ease, bread and butter for Danny, as we've seen there. That was a beautiful ball. So does a beautiful shot right on the slot for him. Dispatched it over covers and inside out is what we can see. Beautiful display of a shot from Danny there. Over a mile that goes from the fence. First ball 6 for Uday Kant in the comeback over. His third over so far has given 24 runs within no time. Courtesy goes to this man on strike, Danny there. Starts with a 6. Once again, that was miles up in the air and that goes to the fence. Beautiful shot, 2 in 2. This man, Danny, he is making no mistake there. Anything short, anything wide, he pulls with both his hands and that goes to the fence. Back-to-back sixes, Uday Kant straight on pressure. Danny is making no mistake there. A lovely fist of hands. Nicely going on to the ball, dispatching it over the fielder's head. Every fielder would be a spectator while this man is batting. A tap and a single, good running between the wickets. He moves to 49 with no time off. Which brings a new batter, John, to face Uday Kant. A friendly full toss for John there. 2 is the call by Danny, but nevertheless a good throw by the boundary rider there. Settles for a single. Well, need to be mentioned, Danny, those 2 beautiful boundaries is what he's capable of. Beautiful two boundaries, 2 sixes, if I'm not wrong. 2 in 2 over covers, inside out. Was a difficult shot to play. Meanwhile, this man is getting close to his 50 and has run 3 runs, which brings his 50 for Danny. Has just played 25 deliveries to get his 50, including 4 sixes and 3 fours. Striking pretty well, pretty decently, right from the middle of the bat at the very first ball he has faced. 50 under his knock. Beautiful start for this man in the first innings of this match 11. Well, dot ball to finish the over of Uday Kant's third over 2. It's 132 with the loss of 3 after 12 overs, which brings Verma once again to continue his second over. The man who's broken the partnership of Danny, and so does Nitin Reddy, comes into the attack once again from the KAMADENU estate and to bowl his very first over from the KAMADENU estate. Well, to face Danny, the man who has scored 50 within no time of just 25 deliveries, and followed by John there. Full toss on the pads, a protection there at a deep square leg, a deep mid wicket. Gets a single there, which brings the new batter John to face Verma there. I need to be mentioned, the partnership has been broken at the very first over of Verma. Period there, down the legs. Interesting call by the umpire there. White to start for John. Right on the slot, rolled his fingers. An off cutter displayed by Verma. Nice mix of pace. Gets a couple of runs. Quick running between the wickets by Danny, and so does the new man John. A silent over is what we are seeing in the 13th over. As I need to be mentioned, that was right on the slot. Danny says, "Thank you so much, mate." Was not a silent over. I'll hit it for a maximum, which is anything short, which is anything on the slot. With no mercy, I'll hit it over the sky onto the moonlights. Thank you so much. That goes to the fence. Up and over, passing far away from the ground. Gone, gone. New balls, please. Just before the ball, I've said pretty silent over is what he's doing by Verma. But nevertheless, Danny had some other plans in his mind. Nice glove work, as we can see, saved almost a couple of runs for his team. Nevertheless, +2 for his name. The man with the keeping glove behind the stumps. The backbone of the team of Lifespan's Lions so far. Slot, right on slot. Slow one. Well, a dot ball to finish the over. It's 143 with a loss of 3 after 13 overs. Pretty famous number is 143 in a Valentine's Day at the 13th over of Smash 11. A new bowler Shiva into the attack for the 14th over. Starts with a dot ball there, but nevertheless, John joins the party with Danny there. Lovely diving effort, as we can see from the captain of Lifespan Lions. It's Shashidhar at the covers. But nevertheless, that ball races through the boundary. Powerful shot there down the ground. Kept end of the day, 50-50 chances there. Likewise signaled by umpire. So which brings Danny on to the strike for the new bowler Shiva. Just 6 runs is given by Ganesh. So far, catches the call, up and over, slices it and slices it for a 4, for a boundary there, well, a boundary to finish the over. 10 runs coming straight away off that over. As we can see, that was right at the outside off stump, just opened his face. Chance of a catch there, but nevertheless no one can stop that boundary because that was way far away from the fielder at a backward point and point region fielder for a boundary. And with that boundary, 14 runs coming to an end. It's 154 with the loss of 3. Vama once again to continue with the jersey number 31 on his back. Starts with a half volley, picked beautifully for a couple of runs there by John. Just hitting the toe of the bat, as we can see some weird sound from the bat. That was hitting at the toe of the bat, which gets a dot ball once again. But in fact, that was a single there. Good call by John. Very quickly responded onto the vacant area at deep mid wicket. 2 is the call. Beautiful running between the wickets. Right from the ball one, Danny, and so does John. Nice running between the wickets by both the batters. Conversation from each and everyone in the game of cricket. John comes down the track. Lovely glove work by the keeper with the jersey number 7. Pretty famous jersey number 7, man behind the stumps. A pretty easy way to get dismissed. John, a soft dismissal. In fact, Verma strikes again. His second wicket, and John has to go. Down the ground he comes, tries to go over the bowler's head, but nevertheless a beautiful glove work, as we can see, to dismiss John. Partnerships broke. John has to walk back. It's 160 with a loss of 4 after 15 overs. Verma strikes again in the wicket column. He's picked a couple of wickets under his name, and that brings a new batter. Well, for the final 5, it's Yadukul, the new batter, to join Danny there, the man who is striking the ball right from the middle of the bat at the very first ball. has scored 65 runs with no matter of time of just 34 deliveries. Playing over 250 strike rate. This man, which brings Pawan Kulkarni once again for his third over. Looks to see will he picks his man. Single at the very first ball of Kulkarni's third over, which brings the new batter Yadukul on strike to face Pawan Kulkarni, the man in the screen with jersey number 12 on his back. Slow one, hasn't middle, but nevertheless he gets off the mark with that single at the very first ball he has faced. Not in a comprehensive way, but still runs are runs. And Danny on strike. Steps out this time. Couldn't middle the bat, couldn't time the ball. Facing straight into the hands of a long off fielder for a single. 3 balls, 3 singles is what we can see. Nice bowling display from Pawan Kulkarni. Was a slowish delivery, given more air, which gets the batters to struggle a bit there, but nevertheless they are getting those singles and running the scorecard without putting those dot balls. Up in the air, fielder under it, high up in the air, and he be the spectator there. In fact, that was his fourth maximum of this innings. That was right on the slot for him. Danny, he makes no mistake. He'll grab with his both hands. Slightly shorter, slightly slower, down the ground, dispatched it over wide long on. The fielder be the spectator there. New balls please, as this man is hitting. We need a ball of boxes as the ball is going up and over the fences. Once again that was a boundary. Steps out and steps comfortably there onto the ball. Beautiful execution right from his bat. Danny gets to 77 with no time. With that boundary, over comes to an end. 16 overs done. Steps out, picked a full toss delivery, dispatched it in the gap. Beautiful piece of map which he has in his mind of where the fielders are. 174 is what they've scored with the loss of 4 wickets after 16 overs. Once again that was Verma, the man who has broken 2 partnerships. Comes to an attack for his final delivery right at the KAMADENU estate end. New batter Yadukul on strike, Kiran Verma. Dispatched it. First maximum for this man. That goes over the ground. First maximum for his man. He joins the party with the Danny there. Was right on the slot for him. Just a shot and jab, a lofted shot there. Goes over the ground of Vijayanand onto the roads of the busy Hyderabad. Well, first 6 at the very first ball of 17th over by Kiran Verma. Yadukal on the hunt for the runs for his team, as we can see there. Outside edge, that goes. And the ball wins the race. Well, a maximum followed by a boundary. Fortune favors the brave. When you want to slash it hard, says Yadukal there. 6 followed by a boundary. Now Kiran Verma straight under the pressure. Courtesy goes to this man, the new man at the number 5, Yadukal. He's proving himself, he's proving his strength there. Beautiful 6 followed by a slash, but nevertheless 10 runs coming straight away at the very first ball, and so does the second ball of Kiran Verma, as the man who has picked a couple of wickets and broken the partnership of the Smash 11s. And what he's gonna do, what is he thinking, Kiran Verma? Slower length delivery, slower Yorker if I'm not wrong. Beautiful execution there, just only a single. Danny says no, let me play these 3 balls, mate. Even I wanna join the party too. Puts a strike. Danny there. Danny to Kiran. Slow one, a lovely back of line deliveries, as we can see there. 6 followed by a boundary, and after then he pulls his length back and getting those singles. Credit for the bowler. Beaten there, beaten completely. Tries to go over long on, where which is his strength, if I'm not wrong, so far. As we can see his stride there, a beautiful bottom hand player. A quick glove work by the keeper there. A second stump for this man. Yadukal tries to accelerate the things in the final 3 overs, but nevertheless he has to walk back. Job done, if I'm not wrong, for this man. But nevertheless, credit for the bowler, has given 10 runs at the very first 2 balls of his spell in this over. Gets a reward of the last ball. A quick glove work, nice decent glove work there. Second stumping for this man, and Yadukal has to walk back. Verma strikes once again. 3 wickets for this man. It's 186 with a loss of 5 after 17 overs. Well, that brings Vikas to join Danny there for the final 3 overs. And that brings Pawan Kumar straight away up in the air. Fielder under it. Couldn't reach the ball. That goes over the fence. Just falls short, if I'm not wrong. Boundary signals by umpire. Was a lovely shot there. First ball boundary or first ball maximum is what Danny's style and been the ritual since the over, from where this man is in strike. A little bit slower in the air. Boundary followed by a dot ball. Nice comeback from Pawan. 190 already on the table. 3 overs to go. These men smashes, targeting on a good heavy score. Outside edge. Dot ball. Couple of dot balls by Pawan. As we can see there, Danny tries to accelerate the things. Nevertheless, mastermind Pawan with that slow ones. Right, this time on the slot, goes over the fence, up and over. Well, that was a second, in fact third 6 which Danny dispatched it over the ground, goes onto the busy roads of Hyderabad. That was right on the slot, just given a slight air. A hint of a dancing shoe, but picks it beautifully there. Courtesy Danny, as we can see there. Well, with that 6, Danny moves to 88 with no matter of time. Just 43 balls he has faced so far. Beautiful maximum, as we can see, clean hitting, clean strikes right from the ball one of Danny. Cut shot on offer there, a square cut straight into the hands of extra cover fielder. Gets a single, which brings the new man Vikas onto the strike for the last ball of the 18th over. Good early call by Danny at the non-striker's end. Well, a single to finish the over. 18 overs have been completed. It's 198 with the loss of 5. Well, that brings Shiva Ganesh to bowl the crucial 19th over of the match. Just a tap there, which allows Danny onto the strike there for the last 11 deliveries. And Vikas be the spectator from the non-striker's end while this man is hitting. Completely beaten there. Beautiful ball from Ganesh. Two is the call straight away by Danny. Chance of a run out there, but nevertheless Vikas is very quick between the wickets. Couple of runs they've ran with an ease there. Also we can see the breeze too. On to the 90s, Danny there, 91 under his name. Just 9 runs short for his triple digit. That's almost an over and a half is what they have so far. Up and over the bowler said, over the non-striker said, if I'm not wrong, that goes to the fence. Played in the V, and the V region is what the safest, beautiful and riskless boundary where you can hit by the batter. Right on the slot. Thank you so much, says Danny. 95 is what this man has scored so far. A couple of balls to finish the 19th over. 7 runs. A quick jump there saved him by hitting the ball. Good reflexes, as we can see there. Once again, they've ran a couple of runs there, running between the wickets. Were too good right from the ball one by Danny, and so does Vikas. Two is the call there, Vikas. But the busy man says no and puts the strike to face the last over, which so single to finish the over of 19 overs done. It's 208 with the loss of 5. Well, it's Rohit for the last over of Lifespan Lions. Danny at 98. Cuts it comfortably, and with that misfield that goes to the fence. A century for his name, Danny. Beautiful knock. 50 balls, 102. First century of the season. Hospital Premier League Season 10. First century. Mark my name. My name is Danny, is what it says. With the style. 7 sixes and 8 fours. Beautiful destructive innings has led him for his triple digit 102 of just 15 balls. 205 is what he's hitting at the very first ball. License on offer there, catches the call. Wide long on in an action there, and he goes right after the century. That's out, but nevertheless he has done his job for his team. Huge target, a huge score. A triple digit man has to walk back. Rohit gets his man, first wicket for him. Beautiful innings comes to an end. Danny 102, triple digit man has to walk back. Suhas at the wide long on, makes no mistake there, and Rohit gets his first wicket at the final over of the innings. Well, with that wicket, it's 212 with a loss of 6. We are in the last over of the first innings. Well, new batter Rohit to face Rohit there. Onto the patch. Gets a single, leg by a signal by umpire, which brings Vikas. Both the new batters, if I'm not wrong, for the final 3 deliveries. Well, part of the game. Smash 11 has scored 213. Mammoth score so far, also having 3 balls left in the first innings. Let's wait what Vikas will do in the last 3 balls. A lofted shot unoffered there. Wide long on in an action. A couple of runs. Nice running between the wickets. A new batter Rohit was his danger end, but nevertheless gets a couple of runs. So far, this was the highest score in the Season 10 of Hospital Premier League. Smash 11. Courtesy goes for Danny, and so does the batters of Nitin Reddy, and so does everyone. Cuts it beautifully. 2 is the call straight away. Nice running between the wickets once again from Rohit, and so does Vikas. Well, the score Will the scorecard stickling innovation straight away at the last ball of the innings. Well, a dot ball to finish the over. It's 217, huge score so far. The highest score in the season 10 of the Hospital Premier League, courtesy Smasher 11 is what the name, mark their name, it's Smasher 11, who has done it in the style. 217 with a loss of 6. And Lifespan Lions need 218, a mammoth score, mammoth target for them. We'll be right back with the chase. Well, hello and welcome back to the action. With the chase, it's Raghudeep and Suhas of Lifespan Lions as the both openers make their way to face Yadukul, the bowler for Smash 11. Couple of dot balls to start. Not in a comprehensive way, he gets off the mark, but nevertheless, a single for his name. Well, couple of dot balls for Suhas, as we can see there, 2 into dot balls for him. Hasn't opened his account so far. Well, last ball of the over by Yadukul. Pulls and pulls it beautifully. Lofted shot on offer there. With that single, he gets off the mark with his style right from the middle of the bat. It's 2 at the very first over without loss. Well, the second over of the second innings to be bowled by Sai Mahesh, the partner of Yadukul, to share the new ball. Starts with a dot ball. In fact, starts with a single there. A powerful shot in the covers region. A beautiful stop at the cover. As we can see, a field mid off inside the circle. Long on there in the boundary line. Outside edge, it is beaten by keeper there. But nevertheless, good running between the wickets. Also, quick stumping. Well, Zuha has given himself some room at the vacant onside area. That goes to the fence. First boundary for Suhas and so does Lifespan Lions. Gets right from the middle of the bat by Suhas there. As we can see, a short arm jab there at the mid wicket vacant area for a boundary. From the middle of the bat by Suhas. Slightly slow one in the air. Hasn't muddled the bat. But gets a single as the mid off goes out. In fact, it would be a wide long off. Cuts beautifully. Square cut on offer there. Powerful shot. Goes to the fence. In second boundary in this over for Sai Mahesh. Well, a boundary to finish the over. It's 13 with no loss after 2 overs. Well, Yadukul to continue his second over with the brand new HPL Season 10 ball. to face Suhas. White ball way far away from the batter. Well, a white ball to start his second over, and followed by a half volley there. Nevertheless, dot ball followed by with that wide at the first delivery by Yadukal. Played on onside this side, chance of run out, and that's a good throw from the square leg, a short square leg fielder with the jersey number 45. It's Sada, captain. He makes no mistake there. Captain to the keeper, straight into the hands of keeper with the jersey number 11. He makes no mistake there. Just a collection and bails off. First wicket falls for Lifespan Lions. It's Suhas who has to walk back there. As we can see that played on the onside, that short square leg fielder hasn't middled the ball too, but nevertheless straight into the hands of keeper. Sada, the man, captain of Spartan of Smash 11. Sada makes no mistake there. First wicket falls in a run out way. It's who has to walk back. 13 withdraws of 1. The new batter Uday Kant into the crease to join Raghudeep there. Wide way far away from the batter. Cut shot on offered there. Extra cover fielder protection there for a single. Opens his account Uday Kant with that beautiful single right from the middle of the bat. Lifespan Lions opener Raghudeep in the strike there. With the soft hands, defended really well. Pretty decent defense, as we can see. Straight batted defense. Just a couple of runs in this over and a wicket too. Just a tap and single. Good communication between both the batters, Raghudeep and so does Uday Kant. Once again, that was a wide. He's trying to bowl right on the off stump corridor, a fifth stump, which letting him to bowl those extra wides. Catches the call up in the air. One bounce into the fence, straight over the non-striker, and that goes to the fence. Well, first boundary for this man. Well, that was the very first boundary for Uday Kant, right from the middle of the bat. One bounce into the fence. Well, that boundary finishes the over. It's 22 with with loss of 1 wicket after 3 overs. Diving effort from the cover point. Extra cover fielder. Lovely stop there from the boundary rider there. Saved almost couple for his team. Beautiful execution of fielding setup, as we can see there. A lofted shot on action there, Raghudeep. Beautiful football skills, as we can see from the wide long on fielder of Smasher 11 fielder there. Protection saved a couple of runs almost for his team. Just a tap and a single. Communication by both the batters is top notch. As we can see, just tap and single is what they have been doing since a couple of overs. Now Uday Kant on strike. Powerful shot there, as we can see. Chance of a catch there. Puts it down. Life straight away for Uday Kant, as we can see. Well, with that single, 4 overs comes to an end. It's 28 with the loss of 1. Lifespan Lions. Well, that brings Yadukal to continue his third over of this inning so far. Once again, that was a wide. He's targeting that outside off stump line, which is making him to bowl those extra wides, as we can see there, just because of those edges. But nevertheless, a slip is not in the attack. Just a short third there to save those extra runs. Outside edges. Wide followed by a single, which brings Raghudeep on strike. Up in the air, catches the call. Fielder settles under it, puts it down. In fact, this was the third catch drop of the innings by Smasher 11 fielders, as we can see there. Slight sloppy fielding. That was up in the air for so long time. Mid-off fielder in an action there, but puts it down there. Once again beaten by the batter, and so does the keeper too. Slowly the ball races to the boundary. A ball wins the race. Bice signal by umpire, hand raised, which means that was a bice and bice boundary. Well, Lifespan Lions grab it with both their hands. That turned pretty well. Yadukal picks his man. Raghudeep has to walk back. Promising innings comes to an end. Yadukal makes no mistake there, just hitting a top of leg. The bail going into the hands of keeper there. Beautiful execution there. Bowled way far away from the batter since the very first over, which he has been bowled. Now this ball turned pretty decently, as we can see there. A gap there, and through the gap onto the stumps. Bail goes straight into the hands of keeper. Second wicket falls for Lifespan Lions. It's 36 with the loss of 2. We are in the 5th over. Well, a beautiful over comes to an end. Yadikal picks his man in the third over of his spell. It's 36 with the loss of 2 after 5 overs. A new bowler, one change to be bowled by John Chandra. Has a promising innings with the bat. Had a partnership. As we can see, a partnership with the Danny there. Comes to bowling. Starts with a wide. Straight up in the air, catches the call. One bounce into the fence. Was up in the air for so long time. But nevertheless, one bounce into the fence. First boundary for this man. That was right on the slot. A slow off cutter might be by the new batter Navneet there. Well, dot ball to finish the power play. It's 43 with the loss of 2 for Lifespan Lions. Nice over comes to an end by John. Responsible last over of the power play, just given 6 runs. And 43 with the loss of 2 is what Lifespan Lions have scored in the power play. Well, captain bringing himself straight into the attack. It's Sada captain of Smash 11, into the attack, coming over the wicket right after the power play. Slight change in the field. The sweeper goes back. Square leg, short square leg comes in. Deep mid wicket goes back. Wide long on, wide long off. Protection everywhere. The leggy man starts the pretty decent delivery off the pace. Couple of runs to start his over. Quick running between the wickets by Uday Kant, and so does Navneet Raj there. Turn and bounce unoffered for Sada, as we can see there, the leggy man, captain leading from the front. Has almost got 216 seasons highest so far. Comes into the batting now. Couple of dot balls to start his spell. A beautiful turn, as we can see, beautiful display of action, and so does the bowling too. Slip in place. Quite an attacking field so far by Sada. Flight delivery beaten there, an outside edge. Short fine leg fielder throws it to the keeper. Well, a single. Pretty decent over so far for Smashers 11, and so does the captain Sada. Has just given 3 runs. With 4 balls he has bowled so far. A couple of balls to be bowled by captain Sada there. Block hole there. Quicker one, arm ball in an action. Gets a single. Navneet off the mark with that single in this over, which brings Uday Kant once again into the strike to face the last ball of the captain Sada of Smashers 11. The fielder just fell short there, but nevertheless recovers it really fast. Well, a couple of runs to finish the over. It's 49 with a loss of 2 after 7 overs. Lifespan Lions. Inside edge. Protection there at a short third man for a single. Well, a dot ball followed by a single, which brings Uday Kant once again onto the strike to face John Chandra. Well, that man has given just 6 runs in his first over. The crucial delivery, last over of the power play, which he has bowled his very first over, to be continued by Sada, complementing each other with those dot balls and singles. Well, singles won't matter for them, they won't hurt. Singles won't hurt as far as their team is concerned. Smash 11. A mammoth score is what they've put on. Half-hearted appeal by the keeper. No one is interested. Just Rishabh Pant thinks. Up in the air, goes to the fence. First boundary for Navdeep. Makes no mistake there. That was way far away from the bowling end. So that was on the outside off stump line. That goes to the fence. Well, Sada to continue his second over. Straight up in the air. Bowler under it and puts it down there. Slight miscommunication by the keeper, and so does the bowler, Captain Sada. Nevertheless, a drop catch. As we can see, he has given a beautiful flight. Just beaten completely, hitting the top edge, played across the turn. Followed by a single. Sensible cricket is what we can see from Navneet, and so does Uday Kiran. Apart from that, catch drop. Aerial once again. Straight into the hands of White Long on. Slight work for him though. Up in the air, a fielder under it puts it down straight into the fence. As we can see, cow corner fielder in an action for some time, but nevertheless couldn't pick the ball. Not from the middle of the bat though, but he gets the result what he exactly wanted. Beaten there completely by the cow corner fielder. As we can see, there has no idea where the ball was. Slower in the air once again. Up in the air, fielder under it. Beautiful catch. Was very low, flat one. Makes no mistake. The man at deep square leg, Amir, has. In fact, it's Anil. The man at deep square leg makes no mistake there. Was a very low. But with a knees, he takes his catch. Sada picks a very first wicket in the second over of his spell. Captain bringing himself, which led to break the partnership. As we can see a replay there. That was really low. Beautifully picked. Eyes on the ball. way far away in the outside off stump delivery, but nevertheless he pulled it to the square leg region, and he has to walk back. Well, it's a new batter to join with Navneet Raj. It's captain Shashidhar. Well, with that wicket, end of the over. It's 63 with a loss of 3 after 9 overs. Sai Manish to continue from the KAMADENU straight end for the last over. Starts with a single, and that brings a new batter, the captain Shashidhar, into the crease. Tries for a run out there. A single-handed pickup is what required from the point fielder, but nevertheless quick running between the wickets. So Shashidhar, captain off the mark with that single. Navdeep on strike for the third ball of the last over. Slowly the ball goes to the fence. Navneet gets a boundary. The last over from the KAMADENU end. And we can see in the replay, given a huge amount of flight, as we can see. Late cut, it goes to the fence. Ball wins the race, although the fielder has given up. Right, last ball of the over from the KAMADENU Estate end. Ends with a dot ball. Well, dot ball to finish the over. It's 71 with a loss of 3. And time for drinks. A new bowler Akanksh into the attack. Beautiful bowling display from this young lad. Well, 7 runs coming off that over. It's 77 with the loss of 3 after 11 overs. As the sign of penalty, lifespan so lifespan Lions, as a sign of penalty, the overs have reduced for 16 overs. So does from now just 5 overs to be bowled by Smashers 11. As we can see, we are already in the 11th over. 77 with the loss of 3 is what they have done in the 11 overs. Sadar, in fact it's Vikas, the new bowler. Another leggy comes into the attack for Shashidhar. Innovation straight away, one bounce into the fence. Shashidhar was a lovely shot there. With one knee, he gets that beautiful boundary, powerful shot from the middle of the bat, as we can see there. Was shot down the legs, given himself some room and dispatched it in the vacant fine leg area for a boundary. Beautiful display, as we can see. Innovative shots is what T20 cricket is up to in this era of cricket. Quicker delivery, quicker one, followed by that boundary. Catches the call straight away. Nevertheless, gets only a single. So single to finish the over. It's 86 with the loss of 3 after 12 overs. Just 4 overs so on to finish the innings and so on the match. Danny into the attack for the 13th over. The man has scored a century under his name, a very first century in the season 10 under the name of Danny. Starts with a dot ball, followed by a dot ball too. Couple of dot balls by Danny, as we can see there. With the bat, he's too good. Let's see with the ball. Will he get some wickets under his name in the wicket column? Nevertheless, starts with a couple of dot balls. Good line and length right from the first ball in his spell. On the pads, just a tap there. Steals a single. Nice running between the wickets by Captain Shashidhar, and so does Navneet. A beautiful execution, a slow one, straight when the batter Sridhar is on strike. Slow to start for this man. Dot ball once again, 2 dot balls followed by single, and so on with a dot ball. 4 balls, just 1 run he has given. Right on the slot, dispatched it to the vacant long on region. Shashidhar makes no mistake there. He is not giving up till the last ball. Well, captain is leading from the front. Apart from result, he want the performance is what his signature is meant for. Boundary for Shashidhar. Well, last ball to finish the 13th over. Tries to go for a same shot, replicate it, but nevertheless a dot ball to finish the over. It's 91 with a loss of 3 after 13 overs. And the busy schedule at the busy Hyderabad roads. So that to continue straight in the air. In a vacant area, it falls short there. Chances by Sada right from the ball 1. He's getting all the chances, but nevertheless fall short on front the vacant area of no man's land. Well, captain to captain, Shashidhar to Sada, as we can see. Lifespan versus Smashes 11. Slow one in the air, pulls comfortably, a lofted shot on the back foot, gets a single. A partnership comes quickly. 30 partnership on the board for Navneet Raj, and so does Captain Shashidhar. Up in the air once again, straight up in the air, wide long on in an action there, puts it down. A 5th catch need to be mentioned. Drop catch, number 5. Though might be on winning side, but nevertheless it's a game of cricket which no one can decide. Sweep shot there, swept beautifully there, but football skills, as we can see there, saves a couple of runs for his team, and thriving for those boundaries by Shashidhar. Played with the turn there. Lofted shot to the cow corner region for a single. Powerful shot though, but nevertheless gets only a single. Nice piece of bowling. Also a lovely start for him, Shashidhar, and so does Sada, both the team captains, putting themselves in the hot couch. Well, last ball of the 14th over by Sada. Once again, that was straight up in the air for so long time. Falls short in the vacant area for a single. So single to finish the over. 14 overs have been completed for Lifespan Lions. It's 98 with the loss of 3. Yadukul comes, catches the call straight away. Way far away from the backward point fielder. That goes to the fence. Slowly the ball racing to the boundary, and that goes into the fence. And the ball wins the race at the end of the night. 15th over to be bowled by this man Yadukul. Right on the slot. 2 is the call straight away, but Shashidhar rejected it. Gets only a single. High up in the air, dispatched it over, long on. The fielder be a spectator for some point of time, and that goes to the fence. That was right on the slot for Shashidhar. Just given. With that single, 50 is what the partnership comes on the table. As I've mentioned, the overs have been reduced for Lifespan Lions. Penalty. So this was the last over comprehensively. And nevertheless, the 16 overs for those who has bowled first, it's Lifespan Lions. So just 3 balls to finish the second innings. Well, a no ball to finish the things off. Steps out Navneet up and over. Well, a boundary to finish the over. It's 121. And at the end of the match, they scored 122 with the loss of 3. Lifespan Lions